So we got the Benson Delay here. Super cool pedal. Let me walk you through the controls and talk about it. Let me do the controls first, and then I'm going to tell you why this is so unique in a world of delay pedals. So let's check it out. Looking down at it, it's fairly standard, right? It's a delay pedal. It looks similar to other delay pedals. You know, even like my Panther Cub back in the day had a similar layout. There's been so many people do the layout. And you look at it and you go, okay, cool. And then you hear it and you kind of think it's analog. Well, Chris did a brilliant job here with this pedal because it's not actually analog. It has an analog wrapping around it. I'm going to show you the chip that he uses. It's a chip that goes in karaoke machines. That's what it was originally invented for, the PT2399. And it looks a lot like a Bucket Brigade chip. So I'm going to put an MN3005 under it. Get my face out of the way there. Yeah, same size chips, very different devices. Now the 2399 has been used in tons of great delays, but I've never seen it used like this. I've never heard it sound this good ever, and I seriously mean that. I've never heard a 2399 delay sound like this. It is the best of both worlds, as Hannah Montana would say. It feels like a Bucket Brigade. It feels like my old Panther Cub, but it's so much more precise because of the way he designed the circuit around the digital chip. The weird thing about the digital chip, it's like a 2399 is a digital chip, but it's not DSP. So it can be really confusing sometimes when you hear digital delay, analog delay, tape delay. Sometimes there are these weird cases, as in the 2399 chipset, where it's not analog, but it's not DSP. And so it can throw you for a loop a little bit. No pun intended. No pun intended. No pun intended. Almost got through that. But let's look at the features, and we'll just go through this amazingly controlled pedal. And let me read some of this literature to you. We also have these nice presets that I'll pull up. So Chris Benson, again, brilliant designer. I just covered a fuzz pedal on here a few months ago. So he says, drawing inspiration from history of tape and Bucket Brigade devices, echo servicings, our design goal was to create floaty, colorful repeats with chaotic yet musical degradation. So they did that really well. That's the heart of the whole thing, and that's the whole point. So this has a delay time of 30 milliseconds to 1.25 seconds. That is stinking incredible. Just to have that much delay time is amazing. So let's look at some stuff here on the sheet. Let's go through the demo sheet and let's play with it. Let's turn this down. There's a setting here called Aliens in the manual. It says hold down the tap knob to boost feedback for self-oscillation. So this is a great feature that people love. I love that feature. And it's so precise in this circuit. So let me play a little passage. That is a beautiful delay. Then we have what's called warble here, which is a low frequency oscillator. It has tremendous range. So this is the warble. You could think of this as modulation speed and modulation depth. So low frequency oscillator. Let's turn it all the way up. That's some slow dive right there. Check it out. Someone's asking if I'm using any reverb. I have the faintest bit. Let me turn it off. A little bit of spring. That's all I got going on. All this ambience is from the delay. Ah, it's so pretty. And it's glitching like a tape delay. All right, now we can do this. We can tap in a new tempo. Then you have this ability. You can do all those quirky sounds. Oh yeah, that's juicy. Okay, so that is, it's so good. I know I normally don't do this, but I'm just gonna play again. I have the Korg drum log here. Let me turn it on. Let's see what tempo we're at. So let's tap this in. It's so stinking good. Sean from Austin says, it sounds like eating LSD pudding. I like that. That is so freaking good. Like, okay. Y'all, if you've watched these basement episodes, you've seen me go nuts over delays. Delay is one of my favorite effects. The last time I felt like this was that crazy boss delay they released. This one though, this would end up on my board, whereas the other one's a little much. Like, I love the simplicity of this pedal. Let's keep playing with it. It just sounds so good. All right, so we have a menu here. Let me show you this. So if I hold this down, 1, 2, and then hit this, we're in a menu mode, and it has different LFOs. You can go between sine wave here, square, or random. So if I hit it, that's random because it blinked 3 times. That's sine, that's square. So that's random. Let's do the square wave, which I haven't played. And then you just hold this down to get out of it. Wait, no, you hold this down to get out of it. There we go. That's like rotary. It's so nice. So that's that inner menu. And then you have a tap tempo. So go in here, hold it down 2 seconds. Sorry. Ugh. Hold it down 2 seconds and then touch this. Now, when I touch this switch, I can go between quarter, dotted eighth, or sixth. So that's dotted eighth. That's a 16th, sorry. That's your quarter note. So I love quarter note. I'm gonna go back into this. This is how I've always used my, like my Panther Cub. So that's like your quarter note. So if, you know, if you tap this in. So let's do that one more time and go back to the dotted eighth because I was rocking that dotted eighth. So that would be quarter, that's dotted eighth. Hold that down again. Let me do a tempo here. And so if you want to play some Pink Floyd or something, some edge. It's great, y'all. This thing's amazing. That's really me showing it to you. Let's do like one more jam over the beat, and I'll try to get it as weird as I can. And then we're gonna do a record time and a giveaway of Ernie Ball strings, a whole box. So let's do that. Let's go down. I'm gonna start this drum machine back up. Let's slow that down. Okay, so in tempo here, but dotted eighth. Actually, let's go to the quarter over this loop so that you can see how this works. When it blinks one time, that'll be quarter. There we go. Hold that down. All right, now. Okay, let's jam over this. So I'm gonna try something a little crazy here. Like Radiohead in a box. Let's turn the mod depth all the way up to make it more chaotic. Let's take the speed to halfway. Woo! That's a tone that'll keep you up at night. Max it all out. All right, let's back this up into something usable. I'm gonna get it on the edge of Runaway. I like playing guitar right now. Thank you, Chris. Here we go. Hold this down, Runaway. More. It's just such a cool pedal to play. It's so like, I hate the terms musical. Musical's my least favorite buzzword, but doing what I do, you get tired of playing guitar and then you plug into certain pedals and it's just like so fun. This pedal's where I'm at in my life. Chris, you should use that as your logo or your catchphrase. The Benson Delay. Just where I am in life. Thomas Cullinan says, I feel like I'm living inside a goldfish's memory of his last day in a plastic bag. Oh, that's nice. This is the Korg Drumalog. Some of you are asking. It's just a great cheap drum machine. Everyone's curious about this guitar. This is the reissue of the Strat. I've had it for a while. Real men play pink guitars. Okay. Y'all. It's such a good pedal. Let's do record time. Let's give away those strings. Record time first. Wet Leg, such a good record. 2022, this came out, self-titled. They came by the shop. This is a fun story. Let me see if it shows it here. They came by the shop and they hung out with Hank, my dog, and Rosie, my little wiener dog, and they left a cool message for us. This is before they won the Grammy on this record. Just check this out. Wet Leg, self-titled, such a wonderful group of people, amazing songs. I don't have a favorite song on here. I think the whole thing is spectacular. That's your record time. Let's give some strings away. All right, Ernie Ball trivia time. So the first person to answer this on our servers, Joshua is in the chat. He's the JHS name in there. The first person to give this answer correctly that he sees first to the server wins a complete box of strings of your choice. So this is like more than one pack, obviously. For guitar, it's about 10 packs. Bass, I can't ever remember. I think it's 5 or 6. Here's the question, Ernie Ball trivia time. Leo Fender started a new musical instrument company in 1972 with 2 ex-Fender employees. What was the name of his new venture? This is a little tricky. Some of you are going to jump the gun and you're going to be wrong. Leo Fender started a new MI, musical instrument company, in 1972. It's 51 years ago. With 2 ex-Fender employees. What was the name of this venture? I'm looking. They're jumping the gun. A lot of wrong answers. A lot of wrong answers. Here's a hint. It's not G&L. He did start G&L, but this is not G&L. I see tons of G&L. Too many G&Ls. We're going to give this away, though. I'm going to jam out one more time on this pedal. There we go. I see a winner. I see a winner, and we're going to let that sit there. I'm going to let Joshua text me the winner. I'm going to play us out on this beautiful pedal. Go to Benson Amplification. Just check this pedal out. Chris, I'll say this. I'll gush on Chris a bit. He's one of the sweetest, truest, most genuine people I've ever met. He's a truly brilliant guy. I was just with him in Chicago when we did the Germanium Chef Cook-Off, which will air eventually. He's just such a great guy. He told me about this pedal. Every pedal he's put out has been like chef's kiss. Like he's only put out the best stuff. His preamp, I feel like, is in a legendary category. I just love Chris to death. So Chris, if you're watching, huge fan. You have knocked it out of the park with this. If you're a guitar player, which you are, I'm sure, watching the show, go check out this delay. If you haven't heard of the Benson preamp, you gotta play the Benson preamp. And he has so many great pedals. He has an amazing fuzz. Let's play it back out here. I'll announce the winner over this saucy loop, and I'll play us out. There's also these other sounds you can do. You can do a chorus sound. Let's do that. And I'm going to announce the winner after I do this chorus sound. This is directly from the manual. It says chorus. I'm building it out here. Feedback down, LFO up, speed there, time all the way back. Here we go. That's wild. All right, the winner is Snowblind777. Joshua's in the comments. He'll tell you all about it. Snowblind777. I'll play us out one more time here. Have a wonderful night or morning, wherever you are. Be blessed. answer was Trisonics. I forgot to tell you. Trisonics.